Hello, how are you folks? How are you? I hope that you're fine. Some that our last class that we saw something about artificial intelligence, about Python and relationship with artificial intelligence, and something about variables that we began something about variables. So, do you remember that in the last class we saw something about variables? We told you that variables is like a box, is like a box that you put things inside. Do you remember that I show you something about the variable name, and I put my name Edson inside the variable, and after we use the command print to show what we have inside the variable. So today we will see something about input. That's the other command that we have that we can put things inside the variable. So print, show what you have inside, and put input, put things inside the variable. So let's go to the screen. Do you remember? Let's delete here. Do you remember that we create a variable called name, and I put my name inside this variable because you use the equal here, and we put a name in the variable, and after we use the command print, and we use the name of the variable, that's name. So you can see here in the terminal that we show the name Edson that was inside the variable name. So you can use the input too. That is the subject of our class today. So you can create a variable here. We use first number is the name of our variable, because you can create the variable that you want with the name that you want and put things inside of it. And you can put here the command input, and you can make here you can write here something, write the first number. Okay, and after you can print this variable. Print, here you put the name of the variable that you create before, and you do that. So you can see that appeared the phrase write the first number. You put the first number here, 34, and voila, appear the number 34, because you write here the name of variable. You put something inside the variable first number, and after you print the first number. It's very simple. So you can put two numbers too, like you can put a second number, like a second number, and you use input 2, and you can write here, write the second number. So the difference here is that you need to use something like it's not a command, but you have a number, so you need to use the command here, or the word here int. Int. So int is something like to determine that is a number, to have something like you need to put a sum of this number. To have the result, you need this word here, int. So let's do a sum like first number is a variable plus second number is another variable that you create, and you put things inside this variable, more in this variable too, and after you make a sum of this variable plus this other variable here. So you can print the sum, that another variable that you create to put the result of these two variables, and let me see. So there's something wrong here. Let's see. Second number and first number. So here we have another, because you open 2 and first number 34, second number 767. So you make the sum here, but you didn't print that. So you do here first number 45, second number, and the sum is 112. So we can do again first number, second number, and the result 101. In this class we saw something about int. Do you remember int that we put in our code here? You can see here int. It's something new for us. So int is a built-in data type that represent integers. Is something like numbers that don't have decimal points. It's a integer. It's a number like, for example, 10, 12, 13, 10. So 12, 13, 12, 13. It's a number that when you are using number like that, you have a sum of number like 10, 12, 13, 30. You use int because it's an integer. So if you don't put int in your code, you can make the sum of the numbers. You can see that if you don't put int here, let me see, how can you have here? You have the same here, like 23, like 56, but you don't do the sum of the number, but you joined this data here with this data here, and you don't have the result. So you need the int here that's mind integers. Okay, so The class was it today. Thank you for everybody, and so until the next class that we continue to learn about variables. So bye bye until the next class.